Hey YouTube, hey Young and the Restless fans, OMG, Sharon and Phyllis's escape room nightmare. But who is the mystery person behind this? Let's get into this awesome twist in this chilling story. So Sharon and Phyllis are trapped together in a strange room with a mysterious captor giving them instructions over a speaker. But who is this mysterious person, and what will Sharon and Phyllis have to do to play this mysterious game? We'll get into all of this, but first, to their horror, Sharon and Phyllis wake up in a strange rundown room, and they're able to determine after looking at some books on a shelf that they're in an old psychiatric clinic, Havenhurst. That's interesting. The place looks like it's abandoned. Sharon and Phyllis at first were blaming each other for being trapped there, but they came to realize that neither one of them did this. Sharon and Phyllis wondered who could be holding them captive, and they pointed out that Ian Ward and Jordan are both dead, but we, the fans, know that Ian is still alive. So is this part of Ian's sinister plan, or is there another twist on the way? We'll have to see, but Sharon and Phyllis realize that they need to put their differences aside and work together. We need to figure out why we're here, who did this to us, and why they locked us up together, said Sharon. They talked about the last thing, too, that they remembered before waking up in this room, and they talked about the dreams they had on Valentine's Day and wondered if someone had drugged them. Phyllis and Sharon continued to search the room, and they found food and water and wondered if whoever is holding them captive is expecting them to be there for a while. And Sharon wondered if the person behind this has nothing to do with Ian Ward, but that it could be someone from Phyllis's past. Then there are these loud alarms that keep going off, startling them. And then there's this song that's playing too. Phyllis and Sharon wondered if the song was significant somehow, if their captor was trying to send them a message. We'll get into that song in a minute. But Sharon and Phyllis realized they were in some sort of twisted game, and they decided to play it, realizing the only way out is to cooperate. Phyllis called out, "What are the rules? Let's get started." Then a chilling voice came over the speaker. "Now we're getting somewhere." They asked who this person is, and the mysterious voice said it wasn't important and that this is about the two of you, that they have to work as a team to escape. Sharon asked, "What is the goal? How do we know we've won? What's the prize?" "Staying alive," said the mysterious voice. But who is it? Who is the mysterious malefactor behind this? Who's the one holding Sharon and Phyllis captive, forcing them to play this mysterious game? Well, the obvious answer is it's Ian Ward, but we don't know for sure. The chilling voice that came over the speaker didn't sound like Ian, but of course the voice was also modified, so it could be anyone. But it also didn't sound like the way Ian talks either, his style of talking, but that could just be me. We know Ian woke up in the ambulance and that he's not dead, so Ian Ward makes the most sense. But if it's not Ian, then who? There's been a lot of talk lately about Aristotle Dumas. This man of mystery is shrouded in secrecy, so could he be behind this? But why? Why would Aristotle Dumas have an interest in Sharon and Phyllis? Maybe there's a mysterious connection there. But we know that Aristotle Dumas based his business on the story of the Count of Monte Cristo, and that story also is about an escape. So could there be a connection to the story and Phyllis and Sharon now having to escape? I'm just guessing about that. But this is all so deliciously mysterious, and I'm really loving this story. So what happens next? Well, spoilers say Sharon and Phyllis will make some phone calls with burner phones as part of the game. Nick and Summer will get fake stories from them. So here's what happens. Their captor will tell them that there's a safe nearby, and there's a birthday card on top of the safe, and that in the card is a riddle. The riddle will be about a date on the calendar, and they'll determine that's what the number is for the combination lock for the safe. But Phyllis and Sharon will also know the date is significant to them. that it's the date when Sharon and Phyllis were on the staircase all those years ago, and that led to Phyllis falling down the stairs and ending up in a coma. Phyllis has this, in her memory, so she's going to know what the date is significant of. So whoever's behind this knows a lot about Sharon and Phyllis's history. Sharon and Phyllis will also realize that the song playing over the speakers was playing at a charity event that Phyllis and Sharon were fighting at years ago too, so they're going to figure out the meaning of the song. So this is really intriguing. This seems to be all about Sharon and Phyllis's rivalry through the years, and I'm hoping we'll see some flashbacks. Sharon and Phyllis will determine that this game is about their past, and then they'll get new instructions from their mysterious captor. Inside the safe are burner phones, so the phones can't be tracked. Sharon and Phyllis will be instructed to call their loved ones to reassure them that they're safe and out of town, but will be home soon. And this kind of reminds me when Mariah was being held captive by Stitch, and Tessa was getting texts from who she thought was Mariah, but Tessa knew something was wrong. Nick and Summer now will get phone calls, but it will actually be Sharon and Phyllis on the other end, but they'll have strict instructions. If they reveal they need help, then the phones will stop working. So Sharon will tell Nick that she took that trip to Sedona. Nick, though, is going to feel unsettled after this phone call. Phyllis will tell Summer she's handling some important business and not to tell Billy. Nick and Summer will compare notes, but they're going to know something is off. But in the meantime, Sharon and Phyllis will have to work together, put their differences aside, and play this mysterious game. More instructions from their mysterious captor are on the way too, but who is it? Is it Ian Ward? Aristotle Dumas? Is it Stitch? Or another mysterious, sinister figure? Whoever it is, they're watching and recording Phyllis and Sharon too. But who is it? We'll have to wait and find out as this compelling mystery continues. Sharon and Phyllis are trapped and have to work together to survive, but they have to play the game. This mysterious game of life and death, a game of survival. So stay tuned to see what happens next in this incredible story. We'll keep the updates coming. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Young and the Restless, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.